There we go. Hello and welcome to the Memory Arcade. Yeah, looks like we're Elden today. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. What even did we do last session? Bunch of underground stuff. Oh yeah, underground stuff. I remember. We went to this charming place. And yeah, let's just continue on that merry way. So to quickly recap, we've been kind of trying to follow up on Ronnie's whole deal. What am I even there? And we found this doll. At some point we could talk to this doll. We no longer can, it's now an empty husk, and now our character is not going insane. Although, maybe that too. It's a Souls game, let's be real. What's even that? Seedbed. That's something for Dung Eater. Yeah. So, right, I did a little bit of offline play, and I found this. Like, do not adjust your screens. This is not our old trusty Uchi katana, but it's the Nagakiba. Although at this point it is pretty much identical. Like in terms of how high we leveled it. Yeah, I sunk a ton of runs into this just to get it up to speed because it has to go through the expensive but I guess ultimately more fruitful conventional upgrade route, not the magical one. And yeah, it's a katana that is just longer and has better deck scaling. And moveset wise, it's pretty much identical to the Uchi. Even with our absurdly high decks, it only does minimally more damage. So it's not like massively different. However, that range kind of speaks for itself, I hope. Sorry, still trying to figure out how to best place the microphone in my new setup. Yeah. So that's that. So my offline shenanigans was mostly about feeling out a build. I think I also went to Renala, minimal respec, just so that yeah, I could try out some of those dragon sorceries. I also buffed up the Dragon Communion Seal, which is like the Sacred Seal, the incantation thingamajig you need to make incantations happen. Your magical implement. And pretty shoddy faith sealing. Like, it's still minimally a bit better than the box standard one we had before, but that's also because I went harder here on the upgrade. But I'm still not quite sure. Like, I might actually go like we're at level 103. The matter of what is considered max level in Souls games, because that's important. There is no max level, but it's kind of considered, at least, it's there's kind of a max level as kind of agreed upon by the community, and I guess it's mostly for PvP, so people can even invade each other or help each other. Although, yeah, I mean, that's mostly my motivation. I like cooperating, and I would like to help people in, I don't know, New Game Plus or in the end game against some of the harder bosses later on. And in other Souls games it used to be 120, but a lot of folks arguing that since the stats work very, very differently in some regards, that and the game also feels longer, more expensive, that maybe the meta should be bumped to 150 levels. So depending on that, we might still have a ways to go. Like, I kind of want to keep it there. I don't want to infinitely just bump levels into a tune. I sometimes want to consider this a finished build. But I'm also wondering if I should really go hard into Faith or Arcane for that matter. At this point. Maybe I should even put some points into intelligence. You know, indecision paralysis intensifying here. Just to get some utility spells out of the sorcery branch and leave it at that. Turns out also that 40 dex is really great for caster because casting speed is tied to dex. Didn't know that previously because I haven't played a lot of casters in Souls games, and it also changes from game to game. I think Dark Souls 3 may already have done it like that. But yeah, there's also, not even sure, no, I don't have it with me, but I found a sword. That could be all kinds of interesting, but we like a few levels in Arcane for that. It's called Rivers of Blood. And apparently this one was bugged in the release version, but has since been fixed. So unique skill, Corpse Piler, forms a blade of cursed blood for repeated interweaving successive attacks. Follow up with an additional input for further successive attacks. Yeah, so this is the I wanna chop bastards into bits. Sword perfected. And I already pumped a bunch of... Hey cat, what's your deal, huh? I already pumped a bunch of upgrades into this because at this point these kinds of upgrades are getting increasingly more trivial. You know, we have smithing stones becoming available for budgets. It's really just a matter of being patient and occasionally dumping a whole bunch of souls or runes into it. There's actually a way for us to try this weapon out, which is Rest of the side of Grace. Let's get up. Let's get Godric's rune. Which I only just realizing has the same logo as the game. I don't know if that's important or just random. Because if we up a rune arc, we now have 20 arcane and can equip and use this weapon no problem. Probably can also equip better items, a little more robustness. Oh wait, no, we need immunity against rot. Not robustness. Oh, it doesn't matter. In that weight category, they are pretty much the same. In fact, this is the best immunity set I have. Not surprising, clean rot armor would kind of suggest that, you know, these folks were able to withstand the rot a little better. And, oh yeah, no. If you look at that, the right armament and the top right of the screen, pretty good damage. It doesn't get that all that damage. I guess there's added fire damage. Anyway, I peeked a little bit in here, but not by much. Like there's a fun little mechanic of raising platforms. And there's our old buddies, the basilisks. And I've raised a bunch of platforms around here, but I haven't really gone up on them yet. Guess this may also be optional. Maybe cleansing that. Yeah, I'll still in the thick of it. Was foolish. Great, Rotgrace. Oh dear. Now we're getting to the nasty stuff, huh? I've actually been wanting to get Rotgrace for the weapons. This one we can probably not improve because it's already magical. But the other two katanas, yep. Absolutely can do that. way to go? Which way to go? I think if I went through all the trouble of raising these platforms, I should probably make use of that too. Wait, it's also not here, huh? Okay, I dropped a small amount somewhere. Oh dear. It's gravity squeeze. Oh yeah, he does that. It's not great near an edge where the drop would probably be fatal. Ooh, it did. And it's in bit based. I feel a little bit shafted. Like I think an intelligence based hybrid build in this game gets all the toys, and a lot of the areas in this game are just really aggressively themed around magic users. I mean, sure, I've taken a keen interest in Rani's storyline, and so I've been up and down Leone of the Lakes, the Rudder Academy, and so on and so forth. But I feel there's really not that much. Like, you would think there would at least be as much silliness to benefit faith-based casters. As in a good chunk dedicated to gear and all that. And there's a lot of interesting incantation. I mean, there has to be. They drop pyromancy just to make miracles spicier. And that's how you get incantations. Oh, what's worse than a lake or river of rot? A ding-dang waterfall. Yummy. Yeah, but in terms of weapons that scale with faith, not that many. I went back to the capital and found the oak tree bow, which is, you know, a bow that scales with faith, and it's not super great. We can also not put any and cloister. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere. But regarding the tree bow, it's a longbow, it has a nice curved design. The design is really cool, but it's also a magic weapon, so you cannot change its weapon art or weapon skill. So you're stuck with Mighty Shot. I guess Mighty Shot is fun, but after having had Barrage on the black bow and just completely wrecking even bosses with it. Yeah. I can't go back, man. I can't go back to bows not being worth shit. I wanted to play a bow heavy or bow based character ever since the first I think since the first Dark Souls at least, and it never quite worked out because they the gains on bows, they just kinda peter out very early into the game. Oh dear. Oh, this is actually what we have to do. Let's fortify our asses against full damage. Oh, these two look like trouble. I mean, I've been talking up a storm about how great my bow is, but also this is not a great situation. There's so many of them. It's gonna be a giant with wielding storm ruler or some shit. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, not kidding, I'm contracting Scarlet Red rot in this shit. I did not. Did I at least activate it? Thank God. I should probably loot these items and then bamf back to... Oh no, what are you doing? That was terrifying. Anyway, we lost the boon of Godric's Rune. Well, let's... Oh wow, at this juncture the Chikatana is even a little stronger. Anyway, also under heavy load. Isn't great because a lot of stuff has immunity for shit. I think we want to keep the centerpiece. See how well I can max out immunity. that's not a terrifying hit. Yeah, that works. I never didn't. If I didn't care about those souls, I could already just jump over there. Or rather, try to jump over there and then maybe fail spectacularly. Hmm. Oh dear. You know what? Big sword, big ambition. And then there were 3. I guess it went reasonably well. Where did the 11 key come from? Not from all of these guys, right? Or are they that stacked? And yeah, I've checked if I have anything for good Sephiroth cosplay, because the sword kinda screams, or rather sings his name. Oh. Let's just get back to this one at a later point. Okay, everyone here is having a bit of a religious experience. Um, hmm, hmm. Oh no. And are we gonna go on a wild ride like in an amusement park? Does it matter? Because this one looks extra spicy. Yeah, let's... Was a little spoiled by this, but with a pretty decent meme. Apparently there is an episode of SpongeBob where Patrick and SpongeBob are ushering someone, I'm guessing Squidward, into a coffin. Like they're standing left and right to a coffin, just gesturing at it very invitingly, which is kind of off-putting. And it was subtitled with "Whenever From Software doesn't know how to connect two areas." And yeah, that's pretty accurate. There have been coffin-related shenanigans in past games. One even flips your gender. I'm so tempted to just run in there and, you know what, you only live once. Or rather, they only live once. I mean, that's not true either. Point being, let's live a little. I'm gonna get dumpstered so hard. Already playing way too defensively for that kind of... But I guess these guys are totally cool with the Assassin's Creed route of just letting their body get murdered while they wait their turn, so who am I to argue? Whoa. Oh, didn't go for the visceral. Always a little too trigger happy for that. Maybe not the greatest weapon art. But I wanted to make good use of the range. Oh no, not like this. And we're out of healing. Okay. Anyone else without a ticket? Scorpion Stinger. It's a dagger that causes Scarlet Rot build-up. That's cool. Ceremonial tool used by heretics. I suppose they're heretics to some, but they're definitely crafted from the relic of a sealed outer god. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna revise that. They're definitely heretics and should not be trusted or bargained with. My tolerance of other religions kinda ends when we get to the Lovecraftian bullshit. Anyway, let's go on a fun ride. I specifically want this one. Yes. You know, you just know that someone's gonna push you, right? How does a character even do that? Whee! Oh yeah, they did not know how to link these. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, it's one way, which is honestly reassuring. Okay. Yeah, no, no, no. Don't go exploring. Last time you did that, you actually stepped on a button from my power strip and turned off my PC. That was hilarious once. And any other time I'm just gonna consider it potentially damaging to the hardware. And I should probably put something over there. Okay, where were we? New cave who this? I feel we're about to run into the protagonist of Dear Esther. And now I'm feeling old for making a reference to Dear Esther of all things. Kind of wild how, like, the first big wave of indie darlings has aged. Some very well, some so-so. Oh, that's a steak. That's not great. Meaning we're not getting a checkpoint right now. In fact, we are about to fight something. Are we really maxed out on... Yeah, we're maxed out on load. Right, I'm also out of healing, like completely. Oh. It's still natural born of the void. What is this bloodborne shit? Oh yeah, no, that is absolutely Bloodborne idea that they didn't use. Not mad about it. See those eyes on the inside. Oh no. That's about... I mean, wow, that was still about half of itself. With, like, nothing. Also, pretty happy of Latana the Albinorek. Can't even tell you just now to specifically not hustle. I know it's futile to tell her not to go anywhere, but, yeah. That's just me screaming very gently into the void. Speaking of the void, yeah, so... I think Latana might be part of another quest line to... to find one of the shard bearers, but it seemed like a very side questy thing when I met her, and she was like, yeah, I'll come with you. And then she joined me as a spirit, I guess effectively dying. But she's been a real trooper. Shit. Did he just bamf out of here? Ah, over to my... So why am I trying to gender this entity at all? Those are some terrifying spells, and I'm just tanking through them. Like, there's no finesse here. Come on. Remembrance of the Natural Born. Damn. Anyway, I've given, what, I keep forgetting the name. Given Latina some use offline because she, not sure how much of her damage actually registered. In terms of support fire, she's really powerful. She's also apparently completely stationary, like she doesn't seem to have use of her legs. So you just kind of pop her into the field like a turret, and then make sure to keep the heat of her. And sometimes she'll be like, yeah, 200, 200, yeah. And then you look at the damage counter, it just keeps going up from her continuously, and she has done thousands of points of damage against the mini boss, and yeah, very useful in situations where the sheer chaos occurring from unleashing 3 spirit wolves. just isn't that particularly helpful. Okay. And once again relenting on strategy from last time, like it was all about increasing faith, and now I'm like, yeah, okay, will take us to more interesting places, I guess. But we have plenty of items for respec, so the game's not stingy with them at all. If we collected enough to... Well, probably not. Place is wild. Also, I'm glad that the more cosmic looking ambience... No horse here. The more cosmic looking ambience is gone now that vanquished Estelle. I guess Estelle could be read as a vaguely male name, but Again, I mean, it's just a bad habit of me too. Gender entities, period. But when you're faced with like a skeleton, bubbly, butterfly, elder being, it becomes particularly ridiculous. Oh my god, we're finally at top of this plateau. Like I've looked far and wide for anywhere to get up there, and I eventually just googled it and got a helpful non-spoilery hint that it's tied to Ronnie's quest. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop trying. But yeah, finally. Onward towards the next boss, I guess. The way I really wouldn't mind finding another medium-sized shield that is as versatile as a brass shield. I mean, it looks okay, if not particularly interesting. gotta be something here, like a nice lootable chest or something. Oh, this. Yeah, that's also just a rune arc. Oh. Okay, let's. I mean, so far, I think every rune in the game had a little staircase that you could go down. Be a chest. And I kind of really want to find it now, because it might give us some, I don't know, maybe like a magic protection talisman, that kind of deal. Can you imagine looking for hidden doors with a katana like this? That's kind of overlaying. I wish it would maybe gray it out because we're on a different level here, but like this is underneath the whole structure that we're on, underneath this plateau. Of course. Of course there's a big fuck-off dragon guarding this place, why wouldn't there be? think I may have broke Latena's placement. Oh, wait, no, it's getting damage. See, our girl putting in the work. Getting maybe a little dumpstered. Ah, she's on the other side, so guess she's not doing damage, but we can also use this to rally and maybe rethink some life choices. Ah. Some members of the choir really wanted to go on that smoking break. But then we're called back in. Come on. But wait, is that the same dragon I fought near Carrier Manor? Because that one got away. Just casually hitting me with the biggest fucking frostblade. Ah. I love how I beat some Eldritch Evil from the stars in my second attempt, and maybe would have done so on the first if it hadn't been for these kids and their dog. No, because I was out of healing. That better not be a different dragon. That might be a different dragon. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of hilarious to me how I completely no-sold that cosmic entity, and now another dragon is giving me trouble. Yeah, I think taking our armor was the right call. Duelist Moonblade. Sweet. And I guess you're sticking around, lady, huh? Okay. I'll be sure to draw out any fearsome creature into your line of sight. The name Manus does not invoke confidence. We mostly rested here to see if anything would happen. Well, I guess we're going back underground soonish. But yeah, to explain, in Dark Souls 1 there was an entity called Manus, Father of the Abyss. The name is pretty much like pretty much what's in the tin. Like anything related to the Rin's Power of the Abyss in that game's lore was tied back to Manus, who in the end turned out to be just a human who really wanted his doll back? Wasn't super clear. Anyway, yeah, so that name coming back up is an immediate red flag. Like, I still think the game... I still think Elden Ring, like, so far seems to be a clean break from... I'll take that. Those are pretty good. Wait. Was the game down here still like, oh, well, it's daytime, so... And then when I get back up, I think the game was like, oh, wait, but we're on that plateau, so... Moonlight, moonlight, everybody, moonlight. Off here. That's interesting. Anyway, yes, I still think Elden Ring is a clean break from the Dark Souls lore. Like, if they pull out a, oh, but it's all connected, and Elden Ring is actually a prequel to Dark Souls, I'd actually be a little disappointed. But they're obviously gonna make little references. And play with similarly thematic motives. And that's fine. Like, I would not be disappointed by that. Are you hitting my horse? Motherfucker, you hit my horse. I should really spend my runes. Oh, damn. And it's already a little funny to me that Elden Ring has a bunch of the Dark Souls DNA in terms of themes and storytelling. Oh, that's just a pig. Oh, okay. Second there, I thought, what? 3 of those? Good. Slightly underestimated them. It's fun to see Miyazaki play with like his own pet motives, like sure. Like the literal foundation of the world of Dark Souls was the everlasting dragons and the great ash trees, which were just these massive tree trunks that hold up the world. And then the dragons kind of figure into the lore a bunch, as in that they had to be fought by what then turned out to be like the next generation of gods, kind of like the Olympians fought the Titans, and so on and so forth. Bunch of hullabaloo about that, and then there's Sieve the Scalers, who, quote the intro, betrayed his own, and then the dragons were no more. And then you meet the last everlasting dragon, and so on and so forth, and I think there's an artificial dragon in Dark Souls 3 or 2. But the ashtrays are just kind of there, like they're a vibe, they're an aesthetic. And even though you very often have this thing that, like the branches of these trees kind of grow through the world, permeated in ways that sometimes seem to signify something. Like Dark Souls 3 really leaned into the aesthetic of, yeah, if there's big gnarly looking branches growing seemingly out of nowhere or everywhere, something's probably up. But other than that, not much. They didn't do much with these trees, and now it kind of seems like that. As in, yeah, but what if tree interesting? What if tree focal point of entire game? And then we get this son of a bitch. So it's from my point of view, it's amusing and maybe a little bit worrying that Miyazaki just keeps coming back to the same motifs. Like, in the context of having a storyteller keep exploring certain things that you always found interesting or intriguing, but at some point you also worry they're maybe not super versatile in their creativity, and that it may lead to diminishing returns further down their creative career. And I guess that could be said about From Software in general, that there is a certain sense of repetition between these games. And a certain vibe, and set of mechanics, and a certain just the way the engine seemingly never really changes, at least not significantly. You can always tell, oh yeah, it's one of their games. And I am not trying to turn this into like a slow motion tirade about, I don't know, FromSoft not being agile enough or whatever. I just want their stuff to remain engaging, years and years from now, and I'm not sure if the same tenuously updated engine and thematic spiels involving trees will cut it until the end of time. Seek 3 great wise beasts. We have to bump off turtles again. It's probably gonna be spirit turtles, so you guys are in the clear. Well, look at these good lads. Game, I'm not into murdering turtles. So, if the idea is that I just have to hack through these good boys to find the ones that triggered the puzzle, I'm here to tell you that A, I don't want to do this, and B, I certainly don't want to do this on stream. F that. Like, look at them. They're good and pure. kind of trying to find out if some of them are like spirit turtles in disguise, and if I were to bump into them with Torrent, whether that would damage them enough. But it's probably that they're hiding out among the regular turtles, and I don't like that quest design. Let's just treat this as optional. Smells like a huge ass bear. Or whatever I spied or that kill earlier. Oh, those guys. That was almost no damage. Jesus Christ. Okay. Little blunt force trauma. Why am I earned using as fuck? Of course. Oh, that was a lot of health. Where's your buddy? A little concerned here. he just back off a cliff? Is that where those souls came from? I mean, not mad. Oh, wait. Ah, get stuck in the geometry. Yeah, we've been there. We've all been there. That bright full screen flash when they die. Really not great. Like from a photosensitivity perspective. There's another turtle. Oh, and a girl. Ringleader. Yeah. Sure, I can do this on 3 healing items with like 20,000 in the tank. The moment I see the name Electo, I'm just not bothered about hitting that person at all. Shit. That was worthy of a Harpy. Oh wait, not Harpy, Fury. Oh. But I can also use better weapons with this one. Doing worryingly little damage with my huge ass sword. What? Shit. I don't think I've ever encountered a damage over time like this in a Souls game, where an attack just keeps on hurting you long after it's over. Well, long in relative terms, but still. Shit. Yeah. Oh, we're not done. But we're out of healing and only halfway there. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's get those souls. Mark this on the map. And hike on back up. What? Where was this supposed to lead? I mean, feels real good, really good every time, but see, do we really have another dragon at our hands? Oh no, several. Why not just several? Shit. We just walked into a glintstone dragon nest. Ah. Anyway, let's check out what's underneath this big old church. Sure, it's nothing but pleasant. Always check behind the altar. Wait. How did I not pick those up? Oh wow. It's mildly confusing actually. Oh yeah, this route is probably safe. Ah, there's the path. just a trifle, really. Like briefly popping into our hub and selling a bunch of stuff because 50k is still a lot.
Well, I took you for no matter it's lay out your arms then.
Hint-based, of course. Bastard stars. Formed of the same many-colored star debris that comprise the form of the natural born of the void. Edge of war. Waves of darkness. Waves of darkness plunge armor into the ground to release 3 waves of darkness. Follow up with a strong attack to swing the element in a sweeping strike. Great axes, great hammers, great spears, and colossal weapons. Nothing new here.
Now go let the words of the
This guy looks like business. Apparently Banished Knight Oleg is pretty good as a tank. Also 100 FP. Oh, I'm sure we have that much. Nope, sure don't. Let's see if we can upgrade the squid. Not the squid, the jellyfish and the wolves. Brave Glowford 8. Well, let's head on down. dear. What the hell? Ronnie, what did you do? Don't even remember we picked that up. Oh, there she is.
So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night sky. It is there I shall find mine order. I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
I guess her people need her. Darkmoon Greatsword. What is that? Is that one of the fingers? Well, two of the fingers, really, but... This is where it came in, no? Yeah. Let me guess, the Diamond Greatsword is like int-based as all hell. 38. Ha 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 ha. Diamond Greatsword, bestowed by a Carian queen upon her spouse to honor long-standing tradition, one of the legendary armaments. Running sigil is a full moon, cold and leaden, and this sword is but a beam of its light. Yeah, no, this weapon is a staple of Souls games. And I guess that concludes Ranni's questline, huh? And we'll probably see her again at the very end. Let's take one more peek at her place. Oh dear.
I can never betray her. No matter what might happen. Ronnie. She needs me.
Blade, are you okay? You don't look okay. Oh shit. Don't do this, buddy. Oh man. It's a mean swing. Sorry. Oh. Guess we got a great armor set now. Yeah, it honestly looks fucking dope. Not quite. Does that? Imagine his sword will not be. Well, because it has an requirement like fucking everything. Also needs 10 more strength. Actually, it's been a couple hours. Let's take a break. Get up, stretch, get some water, practice some self-care, and we'll see what comes next in a few minutes. And I should really make a keyboard shortcut to go on break. Granny's tower. And I'm not sure if it's because we're in that particular place or we got late or... Anyway, we get to talk to Rani again, so let's do that.
I take it thou hast noticed. I shouldn't be surprised. I thought I might expound a little further.
Go on.
The order I envision. Mine will be an order not of gold, but the stars and moon of the chill night. I would keep them far from the earth beneath our feet. As it is now, life and souls and order are bound tightly together. But I would have them at a great remove, and have the certainties of sight, emotion, faith, and touch all become impossibilities. Which is why I would abandon this soil with mine order. Wouldst thou come to me even now, my one and only lord?
I'm not quite sure what she's proposing. Like, I guess, darkness, yeah. But also to kinda go to the stars in a magical, metaphysical way.
Order not of gold, but the stars and moon of the chill night. And I would abandon this soil with mine order. Wouldst thou come to me even now, my one and only lord?
Honestly, there clearly is more out there. This game just keeps hammering on the fact that it's not just the lands between, or even just whatever planet this is set on, because we keep encountering these extraterrestrial beings. I want to check something. As luscious and rich as this fur coat is, also check this out. I will admit I didn't follow my own advice, and instead of getting up to stretch and maybe walk around a little during break, I looked at the item descriptions for Blade's armor set, and Blade, who served as Rani's shadow, was a loyal ally who would defy destiny itself. It would have him turn upon his lady. Yeah, because apparently these half-wolf guys were supposed to hunt her down. I think yeah, this one has the same. But then there's this worn a black armor of the man-wolf Blade. The belt served as a key protecting from cold. Blade was a blade of Rani, but the cold bothered him anyway. Anyway, yeah. We can alter his code, which sadly it takes a real hit to every stat, but this makes it, I guess, honestly easy on the frame rate if we're considering that, but also compatible to my staple helmet, and now it honestly feels a little more like my character, and yeah, I feel that's important. For a second I was like, wait, Rani has a secret basement? But yeah. Okay. Next on the agenda, Okay, so go with me on this journey. I can't be the only one seeing a dick coming out of the ocean like some mythical creature along the lines of Scylla and Charybdis. That's the part of the Odyssey they never tell you about in school. Where Odysseus lost another ship and 30 of his best men to the giant donger protruding from the sea. Hello, gentlemen. Blade sharpness test. The blade passed. I jest, but... And, even though I got this out of a, popular science kind of like book, so apparently in feudal Japan, testing the sharpness of a new blade and executing someone who was to be executed. Like they found it apparently, and I'm gonna say, I kind of want to say citation needed because, well, I got it out of a textbook of sorts, like a popular science knowledge made accessible for kids, that kind of stuff. Also, what a bit of knowledge to make accessible to kids. Go figure. I was in, I think, that was in the 90s, and you know how a bunch of like facts we have about other cultures then later on turn out to be just very well-worn myths that also have a bit of a colonialist stank on them. So I'm gonna go half citation needed on that, but apparently, yeah, that was a thing in feudal Japan, where cutting a prisoner in half was a good way to test a new blade, and also, you know, to go about that execution. Dominolo and Village. So we briefly went in here. I believe that was on stream. And just shortly... Yeah, I was kind of like, nope, 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 nope. I'm sure you ladies are all on the up and up and not cultists. Oh, it's the dog who more or less ratted us out, huh? I guess they were also so busy dancing and... This session has already been Lovecraftian cosmic horror. Why not go to Innsmouth while we're at it? I see them dancing. To hell with romancing. Yeah, but I told the whole thing about the sharpness test slash execution thing in these very heavy air quotes. Oh, you know, with a huge disclaimer because a few years ago the TV show Vikings showed a very gruesome, ritualistic honest execution called the, I think, Blood Eagle. Don't look it up if you don't have the stomach for that kind of shit. And I guess the show just really tries to be, or tries to sell itself as a, or tried to sell itself as being very historically. Oh god, skin apostle, that's just great. Oh, I fought these before, they're not fun. And a bunch of researchers were like, yeah, but on that Blood Eagle thing, the research is either inconclusive or may actually point out to this being complete bunk. And you know, there is motive, historical motive, behind discrediting non-Christian cultures. Okay, Dalson, let's back it in, shall we? Godskin Peeler. Scouring Black Flame. You know, I know I can put a big scaling on a lot of weapons just by virtue of, you know, can't I? What? So was this the entire punchline of this spooky ass village? A mini boss we fought before? Oh. Just gonna quit out and try again. There we go. Oh. Look, popped up here. She's wearing the armor we got her.
Ah, we meet yet again. The arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder. It feels just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need.
I hope there are bosses
I
left
would have
where
you
we
call
can.
upon me in battle. It is the only way that I can express my thanks. I would have you call upon. It is the only way.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's actually really good news. I just took off the talisman that gives us more carrying capacity, and we are still at medium load with Blade's entire thing equipped. This one takes us to heavy load, that's fine. But I was hoping that we would eventually get something that is a little more, you know, durable than these old things, but also a little more sensible. Like a happy medium. And it seems we got there. But barely. Okay, I guess the remaining talisman stuff takes us over, but that's okay. I should use this more often. Ah, there's no visual effect. But yeah, little stealth booster. Can probably go a long way here. Yeah, I guess this is all there is to this creepy ass village. Bit of a shame. I guess if this is the first Godskin Apostle you meet in the game, the what the fuck aspect of him doing his whole body elongating. Oh, still too heavy. You know what? Switch back to a shorter blade for a little while. Fire's deadly sin. Wave 19. Sets areas in silver blaze with raging flames. If the cast in the surrounding area ablaze with raging flames, because his body will remain engulfed in flames for a while, burning them and any who draw near. Charging enhances potency. Wouldn't mind using that. Like this seems like an inferno spell from the olden days. That is Dark Silver. Dark Souls specifically. Yeah. We still haven't used the east, no, the west tower to empower Rune. Also, I did make a list of things I want to check out before continuing the main plot. The Weird Village. We haven't done Volcano Manor yet. For Volcano Manor, we would have to employ the most brilliant of all stratagems, getting yourself captured on purpose. Corpse Shack. We go to the nicest places in these games. Oh. Neat. I think the first campsite is where we might encounter a few of those iron virgins or whatever they're called. 25,000. Way to get captured is to get killed by one of these, and I don't quite recall if we lose the gold. Like where the game puts it. Another cool weapon we can use with gain 20. It kind of makes it a shame to spend this much just on. Next boss fight we'll have it anyway. So let's just get some heavy duty stuff, and that will be enough anyway. Right, we also need to confront Dung Eater at some point, but What a weird quest line. Just some guy coming in and accosting you, being like, yeah, fuck you up next. And you're like, okay, I guess we're gonna fight. Here's that ladder. Whee! Whee! Okay. Now the trick will be to stay alive until the next... Oh, never mind. Got there. Wait, what? Do we no longer get bumped to Volcano Manor because we have previously, or we have reached Volcano Manor on the regular? That's a problem because they only let us into the front door and we need access to this hot mess right here. Let's try something else. The ones that abducted us for real. Like those were down there in the mines of the academy. Get freaking Spider-Man here. So why am I hitting it? Come on. There we go. I guess it's just that one, huh? Very, very specific secret. guess a flame direct talisman goes a long way. And we also got some modification against, well, full damage once again. Yeah. Maybe also some trial and error. But we made it here. Golden Rune 9 from one of these creatures. That's pretty swag. Okay, so this whole tunnel led to the double Iron Maiden mini-boss, which then in turn led to a way out. We're looking for a way out here. How did I do this? I was able to enter this area. Properly. I'm wondering if that was not allowed and if it's a bug they fixed. Like the fall damage we just took being something that is now applied in a way to guard the progression. Also, I just love how the whole vibe is very Fire Temple Ocarina of Time-esque. A lot of this game feels like Zelda in some of the and just the way some areas feel. And stir that sense of adventure. I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to do that, but... Oh, that's a magma run. Maybe not. Fuck with that, unless we really wanna try the limits of the heat resistance. Which seems to be pretty good, all things considered. Well, aren't you either? Right. already missing that range. I think a flightless dragon must absolutely honk. Oh, it's cheap, but I think there's at least one more magma worm out in the world if I want to test my metal that badly. And now I get to explore what's down there. I think the answer is fuck all. Oh. Okay. Play. You know, gotta make sure. Right, I remember this one giving me a hard time to the point where we just charged past. Okay. I gotta figure out what Black Flame is all about. Like, the difference between regular fire and like flame spells. Like they're more sinister, sure. But I wonder if these spells scale differently or encourage different scaling. Kinda like dark sorceries and one of the past games. That whole deal. Hello. Missed you in a hurry, huh? I guess that boss we fought once and then couldn't beat was optional the whole time. I feel a little silly. We'll get to that bastard. It looks like there's a site of grace over there. I hope. Not less convinced. Of course. But we could still backstep the bastard. Does the lady of the house know just how badly the rest of Volcano Manor has, you know, fallen into squalor? Hello. Shit. I can't stay mad at a design that is so much fun to look at, and like the animation alone. And then the creepy little detail with the extra arms and the baby. We'll survive. That other attack. I meant that one. Teach me to fuck around on the menu while you're set by these devils. And we're all the way back here. At least look at it. I guess that doesn't work here. Or it doesn't work if you don't have the stats. But I'm guessing it... Yeah, it lights up when you do when you use the special skill. Ooh, not used to that moveset anymore. Been a hot minute since we used to use the halberd. Might be better against the Iron Maiden. Back. Still just a really good weapon to spam R1 and stagger enemies. How about your armor? Oh? Oh? Okay. Yeah. I guess beating this one could just unlock a checkpoint. That would be nice. Yep, that's gonna be very doable. Safety heal. Could you maybe not do that? I need that lady to do a ton of damage. Yep. Serpent Amnion. Okay. Is this just a Tulsa Doom cult from Conan the Barbarian? Amnion from a womb that bore unintended offspring. The poor unwanted offspring of a repellent birthing ritual. Ugh, it'll never dry out, remaining damp indefinitely. I guess there are practical uses for something that just remains damp indefinitely, but off the top of my head I can't think of one. Really? Was that it? Oh. Wasn't thinking three-dimensional enough. Like, do I still take damage from lava? Yeah, and I'm still slowed down by it, so this item is not like a remedy for that. So confused by the fact that these don't light up or are not in any way that there's no indication of, hey, that summoning thingy, you have activated that now. Oh, you haven't activated this one yet. I guess going to the top of the volcano in Volcano Manor was always kind of on the agenda. That feeling when you realize you just kind of put yourself in a corner that you couldn't readily get out of. And of course they're lava proof. Why wouldn't they be? Honestly, it would be a little silly if they were in this context. Could you get into reach where I can hit you? Whatever, it's cooler in there. In spite of the smoke. I mean, if it's not that eager to kill me, you might as well fuck off to someplace else, huh? That's a cool ass sword. Well, more hot. Oh, I hate these. Really need a fucking checkpoint that isn't enough. Nah. Field of fire and misery. Then again, we do have the checkpoint from the church. There's that. Oh. So this. I'm not quite there, although I can almost taste that 20 arcane. Sure, won't do it. $71. So another 10k. Wait, we dropped 10k fighting that. Fighting that thing on the other side of this bridge. So I'm just gonna be a little sneaky about all of this. I'm sure not finishing this one off not gonna mess with us in any way. Hello, my darling, hello, my honey, my rectangle. just done this the whole time. Time for Rivers of Blood. That's such a silly weapon. See. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? I feel these people might not be up to... like, they might be up to shenanigans. Oh. Poison, huh? I would say that's a straight up upgrade to the whip the other guy was wearing. There's not too many of those. I actually made it to Volcano Manor proper, like the front area. Oh. this is all still pretty much. Ugh. They can do that? Okay. Huh. The bulbous one is already giving me the creeps. Oh, but that casting speed, huh? Are you okay? That looked like it couldn't have been pleasant. Well, let's just shoot me into orbit, I guess. I might be too chicken shit here to just go in. Oh my god. That one of the... Wait, is this a gimmick fight? Do we... Weapon that serves as both a greatsword and a spear. Okay, I'm a fan. Immediately. Thought to have been used to hunt an immortal greatsword in the distant past. It manifests a long blade of light when facing such a creature. Ah. When a master's heroic aspiration degenerated into Greed, his men searched for a weapon with which they might hold their lord. Okay, I guess this might be a sharp arrow that we're looking at. And it has 0 attributes required, so yeah, I guess this is kind of mandatory. Weight of 12, are you kidding me? Bullshit. Actually, why am I even entertaining this? Just gonna slap on the Great Jaw's arsenal and strapped. Well, mostly strapped. Angling for the highest resistance we can get here. Oh. And the show feels a little bit like uh, what am I even doing? No. Nom 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 nom. Maybe I could find checkpoint that's closer to this boss. Really, I don't want this to be a long hike every time. Also, I wonder if I should just try this with my regular weaponry. Yeah, maybe that one. Maybe that one will suffice. God damn it. Yeah. Let's see if my regular stuff even gets me in the door, attempt-wise. But you know, far away from that fiend. Because our girl got that range. Come on. I guess range is precisely the problem with this fight. Yeah. What a horrible, horrible creature. Like, it doesn't just seem to be a coiled snake, but like a human half transformed into a giant snake, so... gently call shit on the fact that this is another fight where they hand you the very specific weapon basically at the door. Like, this could have been a nice, like, get this weapon and this fight becomes a lot easier kind of situation. This is pretty... Like, sure, the attacks hurt a lot, but... But I'm not sure I want to be needing a weapon that is really OP. Okay, I was just kind of feeling out the moveset here. Basically digging around, not really learning the enemy moveset. And still almost got it done. Next trick. Yeah, you know what? Let's two-hand this. Let's lead with this one. Not gonna lie, it looks cool. But this boss also has a real great screen presence, so would love to have experienced this without a gimmick fight. The charge up even makes you immune to his grab attack. Didn't feel quite earned. Oh, please tell me there's a second phase that's actually interesting. Oh god. Hmm.
Very well.
Holy shit.
Join myself and King as remedy. Together we will devour the very core.
Okay, yeah, no, I take everything back. This is awesome. Although I still get the... the very cheap weapon. Oh, those massive hits. But god, what a design. I think Latana's about to eat it. Oh. That's the point where you can... Oh, nothing? Shit. Shit.
Now we can devour together.
The delivery of these lines is... Ugh. Just... Ugh. Something else, poison. Sure. think this would be the setup for a Viscera attack, but that doesn't really materialize. Is it bad that I kind of want his sword? Maybe not with all the gunk, but... Oh, gotta heal, gotta heal. The hits just keep on coming. And his tiny legs. Reminds me, I saved all my mana. Phase 2. So I should... Damn this lava. Fucking hell. Ah.
We can devour gods together.
Trying to find a really cushy spot for my hireling. I also love how this is basically just a pit full of corpses, but you know, they had to observe a little bit of decorum, you know, with a shot bearer and everything. Well, not the best start. shit. I suppose Lieutenant's position doesn't really matter. As long as it's somewhere near the edge. And I guess her damage does stack up, so don't really know who else I would call. Just occurred to me that I haven't tried calling Torrent. I mean, huge arena that give us a spear. Oh, worth a shot. Also, this one. Oh. Just gonna manage my distance. As best as I can. Really not sure what kind of visceral attack I could go for here. And I'm at the edge of the screen again. Of the arena, I mean. I like how they tuned in just how scary an enemy can be if they change the sky around them. That's the second boss who did that today. First we had this like cosmic vista with the Eldritch being, and now this absolute hellscape. That might just be way too close for this fight. We gotta hustle. So quickly running out of healing here. Oh, and out of archers. Gotta make it count. Well, if you put it like that. Whew. Ominous. I wonder if we're still welcome here after we've, well, done that.
You. It's true then. You've defeated our lord. No. I must thank you. Our lord was yet weak. You have taught us that defeat is not the end. Our lord is immortal, and will one day rise again. Stronger. Until then, I must stay the path and do my part.
Okay.
I will leave the Volcano Manor before long. I suggest you do the same. I will miss these encounters. The champion who walks the tainted path shines all the more. I always was an admirer. This is farewell. Perhaps we will meet again along the path. This is perhaps we...
Okay, so I guess these little assassination jobs are off the table now? Even though... what about a very, very best of friends?
Now you've gone and killed Rykard. You scheming little bastard. Cripes, you make this nonsense seem, well, less nonsensical. Perhaps a Tarnished will be Elder Lord after all. But for now, this manor is finished. The demigod beast is slain, and Tanith has lost her head. A fine mess. But how else could it end? When Daddy Ambition's head over heels courting Lady Blasphemy. Well, here I am, untethered, once again. Goodbye, my friend. What is it? Oh, come to make a parting donation to Patch's Emporium?
Sure. Oh, we already killed the bastard, but maybe this carries over in the New Game Plus.
Cheers for that.
Well, take care, Patches. Wonder where he'll turn up next. Yeah, honestly, I should just call it here. Oh, almost 4 hours. Being started. I gotta get some sleep. But what a cool end to a stream that was actually really eventful. We finished the Rani quest line. We figured out what's up with the creepy village. Not much, it seems. Had an encounter with an eldritch monstrosity and slayed one of the open lords. So, or contenders for that, I suppose. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm just gonna leave you with all my this, my VOD archive, my socials, my Ko-fi, all that jazz. Hope you continue to have a great weekend, everyone, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll see. Bye.